Well, are you thinking of hiking here in Rocky Point? What about here in Sarnoff? What about the what about the Epcal area? What about that area? Maybe you want to go hiking over there. Well, unfortunately, those areas are all off limits in the month of January. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to make another video about the subject of the ridiculously long deer hunting season on Long Island compared to anywhere else, and the rules that apply to it. Um, because, and like I said, I'm not against deer hunting. Let me get that clear. I'm not against hunting. What I am against is not allowing people to hike in the woods for a whole entire month. And in some places, that's even longer than that. So I found out actually earlier this year, actually, that apparently, yeah, this picture here I took in this was in December 20th, 2023, when I was in Rocky Point Preserve. Well, you can't hike there in December anymore. So this is what it says here. And so now there is a daily permit access required November 1st to December 31st and within January deer season. So January deer season is obviously the entire month of January for when you cannot hike at all in a lot of the Pine Barrens areas that are managed by the DEC. But unbeknownst to me, apparently a daily permit is required November 1st through December 31st because of they've now made it basically the permit I have, which is required for all hiking in although the DEC managed areas, which again New Jersey does not have that, but it says a managed land access permit is required. All right, but which I have. All right, that's a free 3 year, but then you have to have a daily permit from November 1st to December 31st. So apparently now you cannot be in Rocky Point 3 months out of the year. Because I guess this is because the hunters, a lot of them do have money, and I guess they feel that they can just take over the woods, and the rest of us aren't allowed to be there. And I think it's time we start fighting back on this. But this is obviously we know about January, but this is new to me. So this is just another way of making our lives more difficult. You know, in New Jersey, they only have a 1 week firearm deer season. That's it in Ocean County. That's it. And it's only a few properties that are off limits during that 1 week in Ocean County, New Jersey. But here in Long Island, I mean, the DEC manages most of the Pine Barrens. Rocky Point, you got this area here. They manage this area, a good chunk of this area, the Sarnoff Preserves. You understand when you cannot go hiking on DEC land, that pretty much is like 70% of the Pine Barrens on Long Island that you're not allowed to hike in during the month of January, which is the coldest month of the year and the best month to hike. All right. So I want to read to you an article here, but this doesn't just include DEC managed areas. Some town owned properties also participate in the deer hunt. And it says here Veterans Park, including bike path, walking trails, closed to the public in January for deer hunting. So, this is the bike path. It's an article I'm going to read to you. This happens every year. The bike path and walking trail at Veterans Memorial Park, along with all the woods and fields in the park, will be closed for the month in January when the special shotgun season deer hunting takes place. Now, originally it was weekdays only in January. Then they expanded it to the entire month. Because again, the hunters have money and they get money from the hunters, and it's all about money here in New York. It's all about money. So if you want to go and go and hike in this beautiful area, well, sorry, you can't do it in January. And there are people actually I've read it online that have gotten yelled at for hiking in there, and you know what? It's ridiculous. It really is. I think we need to start resisting this crap. All right, I say go hike anyway. All right, I'm tired of it. I really am. The woods belong to all of us. All right, so I'm going to get back to the article here. It says the Peconic Hockey Facility and a 120-foot buffer around the rink and associated improvements are excluded from the area where hunting is allowed and will remain open according to a town board resolution adopted earlier this month. The dog park will also remain open. Veterans Memorial Park and all town-owned property at the Calverton Enterprise Park will be closed to the public from January 5th, or it's not the entire month. It's I think it starts the first Saturday or something like that. First Sunday of the month. through January 31st, the duration of the special shotgun season. Town-owned property at 1751 Sound Avenue in Calverton, where deer hunting also takes place, is likewise closed to the public as well. The town of Riverhead participates in the state-authorized deer hunting season on certain town-owned lands, including the property at the Enterprise Park, aiming to cull the deer population in town. The other Riverhead town-owned site for deer hunting is land at 1751 Sound Avenue in Calverton. Hunting on town-owned property requires a town permit in addition to the required state hunting license and big game tags. Town permits are issued to Riverhead town residents and property owners. The hunters are selected in a lottery. So, obviously, not against hunting. I'm against the rules that they close the woods when the hunting takes place. I think there should be a regulation that people maybe wear orange. Well, people should wear orange. Obviously, that is a regulation that makes sense. But to just blanketly say, well, you can't go hiking for almost an entire month in the Pine Barrens, you know what? Fuck you, man. All right? I'm sorry. Really. Don't tell me that. All right? So, don't tell me that shit. All right? I really am tired of it. All right? If you do want to go in here and defy this kind of crap, which I may be defying it, I'm going to be wearing orange. All right? So, just make sure of that. And any interactions I'll get, because this may be my last year on Long Island. I don't know. And if I want to go hiking in the Pine Barrens, then damn it, I'm going to go hiking in the Pine Barrens. I don't care what anyone says. All right? We got to fight against this kind of crap. I'm tired of it. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this video. I'm not against hunting. I'm against the regulations. How come almost everywhere else in the country you don't have these regulations? It's just Long Island. I mean, it just makes no sense. But I know, hey, shut up and go live in New Jersey, right? That's what it's all about. So, yeah, this applies to a lot of the land. Applies to a lot of the land. But I'm going to put my orange on, and I'm going to go hiking anyway. I don't care. Because, like I said, I don't know if... Once I live in New Jersey, it's going to be very hard for me to come out here and visit this kind of stuff. All right? I don't want to go live in New Jersey. I don't want to. People are like, why do you want to move to... It's not a matter of wanting to. It's a matter of I may have to go live in New Jersey. All right? So, and these are just one of the things why, how they force people out of Long Island, and the fact that nobody fights back against this kind of crap. You know, it's bad enough we're losing the Pine Barrens to the southern pine beetles. It's bad enough that the Pine Barrens constantly get dumped in. It's bad enough that they're forgotten by the media. It's bad enough that we're seeing, yeah, this was a beautiful area in South Haven, which does not have hunting, but this whole area here is gone. It's been wiped out by the southern pine beetle. All right? So the Pine Barrens we have left, I want to enjoy them while we still can. I don't care who the hell you are. You're not going to stop me from enjoying them. All right? Because I know it's only a matter of time before I'm going to have to go hiking in these Pine Barrens in New Jersey. All right? So, usually I do just try to stick to Jersey in the month of January. But whenever I read about this stuff, it just gets me pissed off. I mean... You can't go and enjoy the woods that all taxpayers pay for, because the hunters, they've got these. Let's just talk about the hunting permits on Long Island. Let's talk about deer hunting on Long Island. I'll show you how much money the state makes. All right. So and all the permits you need to get. All right. So the permits you need to get. Seasonal access, seasonal license, sporting licenses can be purchased online. They make a lot of money off the sporting licenses. So, of course, it's all about money again in this God-forsaken state. All right? It doesn't say, I don't know how much it says, what they cost, but it's all about money. You gotta, I mean, come on already. It's ridiculous. I'm not against hunting. All right, this has nothing to do with that. It's about keeping the public from the woods they deserve to have a right to access 365 days a year. And we're not talking about little small areas. We're talking about 70% of the Pine Barrens. And if you think I'm going to shut up about it, I'm not.